vibe. Feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies.
Hey guys, I feel so risque today. So for today's video, I have put together 2 makeup looks inspired by Valentine's Day. I did one a little bit more bold. Maybe if you're going out to a fancy dinner, fancy date, or if you just like to wear makeup like this, then this look is definitely for you. And I've also put together more of a subtle, not natural, but not as much as all of this. And without realizing it or meaning to, I'm pretty sure that with this look, I used all affordable products. There's a lot of Colourpop in here. There's a few Makeup Geek, some Coastal Scents. So not everything is necessarily drugstore, but everything is really, really affordable that I used, and I didn't try to do that. That's always a plus. So for both of these looks, there was a few things that I tried to do to set my Valentine's Day inspired looks apart from the rest, apart from mine last year. I wanted to do something different. I wanted to do no red lips and no winged eyeliner. I know, a look of mine with no winged eyeliner. I always do winged eyeliner, I just don't like the way that I look without winged eyeliner, but I have noticed recently that I don't mind eye looks with false lashes and no eyeliner. So even for this bold look that I did today, there is no wing, none whatsoever, just these lashes. So I really wanted to try and stay away from winged eyeliner. I know that it's really hard. I know that a lot of people don't like doing it. Valentine's Day to me screams red lipstick. I did 2 makeup looks last year for Valentine's Day as well, and one of those included a red lip. There are thousands beyond thousands of Valentine's Day inspired makeup looks here on YouTube, and I bet 95% of them have red lipstick. Like I said, I am drawn towards red lipstick, especially for Valentine's Day, so that's why I wanted to make it a point not to use it. I went for this more plummy, purpley, burgundy-ish lip for the bold look. I also think that this look would look amazing with a super nude lip. I want to try this look with Dose of Color Sand, but I don't own that liquid lipstick. It's like a pale, pale, pale nude. I want to try that liquid lipstick with a bold eye look like this. So without any further ado, if you want to see how to get look numero uno, then just keep on watching. All right, so to start off, I've already got my eyes all primed and set and everything like that. I'm taking Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek and a crease brush from Wet n Wild, and I'm just gonna lightly dust this in my crease. And now I'm taking my RCMA No Color Powder and a contour brush I got off of Amazon, and I'm just gonna basically wing that out to create a nice edge of my cat eye. You feel me? Now I'm taking the shade American Rose by Coastal Scents, and I'm just gonna sort of lightly dust this in my crease, slowly building up the intensity. And every time I sort of brush away some of that powder, I am going to reapply it. Now I'm taking the shade Bitten. This is by Makeup Geek, and I'm taking a little bit more of a precise crease brush, and I'm going to place this into my crease a little bit more defined. Again, starting off lightly and slowly building up the intensity. I'm gonna switch back and forth between a couple of different crease brushes to help blend it out and make it look really diffused and gradient. Now I'm going back into American Rose, the lighter red shade, and I'm just gonna sort of really help create that winged out shape of the eyeshadow. And then once I have built up my crease color to my liking, I'm gonna take this product right here. It is by NYX. It is a jumbo eye pencil, and it's in the shade Sparkle Nude. And I'm just gonna go ahead and place this all over my eyelid to act as a sticky base for my lid shade that I'm gonna go in with. It's also gonna help it last a lot longer. And my lid shade is Raisin Berry by Coastal Scents, and I'm just gonna place this right on top all over my lid. Now taking those same crease brushes, crease shades, everything like that, and I'm gonna use that to blend out my lid and my crease because I don't want it to look like a cut crease. I want it to be all nice and diffused and blended. And for my brow bone highlight, I'm using this white eyeshadow by Wet n Wild. This palette is discontinued, but this is the only white eyeshadow that shows up on my skin tone because of how fair I am. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with a crease brush just to help really blend together my transition crease shade and my brow bone highlight. Now this is the only product in this whole video that is not affordable, but I did get this from Sephora last year for my free little birthday gift. It's a Marc Jacobs eyeliner. Use whatever black eyeliner you want. This is so unnecessary. So I'm just popping that in my waterline and in my tight line, and then I'm grabbing the shade American Rose, and I'm just gonna buff this on my lower lash line.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight.
Now I'm grabbing my highlighter. This is by Colourpop, and it is in the shade Flexitarian, and I'm gonna pop this on my inner corners for a nice blinding bright inner corner. Now I'm grabbing the shade Corrupt by Makeup Geek. This is black as night, and I'm gonna use this sort of as an eyeliner. I'm just pressing this on my lash line just to help blend the falsies in with my natural lash line. Now for mascara, I'm using my Revlon Volume Plus Length Magnified Mascara on my top lashes and on my bottom lashes as well. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go off of camera and apply my falsies, which were giving me such a hard time, so I did that off of camera. And then we can go ahead and move on to the face. I'm taking my NYX Contour Kit. And first I'm gonna grab a warmer shade all the way to the left there and a more fluffy bronzer brush. And I'm just gonna bronze up my face with this on my cheekbones and my forehead, my jawline.
So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide.
And now I'm taking my Real Techniques contour brush. It's a more precise brush for my contour and a more cooler tone shade from that contour kit. And I'm gonna use that to really carve out my cheekbones. Now I'm just using a powder brush to sort of blend everything together. Now for blush, I'm using Wet n Wild Mellow Wine. This sucker is so pigmented, so make sure you tap off your brush because you can look like a clown. And I'm just gonna dust this on the apples of my cheeks and blend it back into my contour. Once again, taking that powder brush just to blend everything out, sort of diffuse it, tone it down. And now I'm popping that same Flexitarian highlighter on my cheekbones and my nose and my cupid's bow, all the usual places. I'm also really trying to keep this back toward the back of my cheekbones. I don't want it to come down and take over the rosy, blushy cheeks. Now this is me deciding my lip color, and I settled on Colourpop Stingraye. This is an ultra matte lip, so it will not come off. You can be kissing your date all night long. And to set everything, of course, I'm using my Maybelline Master Fix.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing.
Alright, so that completes look number 1. And if you are someone who prefers a little bit more soft makeup, a little bit more feminine, pinky, rosy tones, then this look number 2 is definitely for you. I did decide to go for some falsies, but this look would look amazing with or without falsies. Once again, I went ahead and skipped all of my base products, my primer, foundation, concealer, powder, all of those things. I did show you bronzer, blush, highlight, and my lip color, but I skipped the base products just to save time. So if you want to see how to get look number 2, then just keep on watching. Alright, once again, my eyes are all primed and powdered, all that good stuff. I'm taking Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek, and I'm going to lightly buff this in my crease as a transition shade. And then I'm going into Colourpop Tang, which may very well be my all-time favorite Colourpop Super Shock Shadow. It's a beautiful mauvey color. I'm taking this on a crease brush as well, and I'm gonna lightly dust this in my crease as well. I don't want this to be too intense. As you can see on my other eye, it's not super colorful pigmented. I just wanted a little bit of something to help my lid shades blend in. I'm taking that same Tang shade and I'm gonna pop this on the outer corner and on the inner corner of my eye as well to create a halo eye look. Now I'm taking NYX Sparkle Nude again. This is the same jumbo eye pencil, popping this on the very center of my lid. And now I'm going into the shade Puppy Love. This is also by Colourpop, and I am popping this right on top. And then I'm gonna go back and forth with a few different brushes, as well as the shade Tang, to sort of blend everything together, sort of intensify everything. And I'm just gonna tweak it until I get it the way I want it. Now for my inner corner highlights, I'm using this e.l.f. Baked highlighter and blush duo. It's in the shade Rose Gold, and I'm gonna take just the goldy champagne shade to highlight my inner corner. I am gonna wet that with my setting spray just to intensify it a little more. Now I'm taking Tang by Colourpop, and I'm going to poke myself in the eye, and then I'm going to buff it out on my lower lash line, very, very lightly, nothing too intense. Now I'm doing the exact same thing I did in the first look. I'm taking Corrupt by Makeup Geek, placing this on my lash line just to help the lash band blend in. Same mascara as before, my Revlon Volume Plus Length Magnified mascara on my top lashes, as well as on my lower lashes. Now for my waterline, I'm using Colourpop Honeydude Creme Gel Liner. I'm gonna pop that in my waterline just to brighten my eyes a little bit. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my falsies off of camera. These are some Ardell Wispies. Now moving on to the face, I'm using my Butter Bronzer What Else, which I just hit pan on. I'm very devastated, as you can tell. And I'm just gonna lightly bronze up my entire face pretty much with this. I'm not gonna do any super structured, chiseled cheekbone contour for this more natural look. I'm just gonna bronze up the skin a little bit. Now for blush, I'm using this e.l.f. Matte Blush Duo. It's in the shade Rosy Flush. I'm gonna mix both of those shades together and pop those on my cheeks. Now I'm using the same highlighter, but this time I'm gonna mix both of those shades together. And I'm not gonna wet it for now. I'm just gonna pop it on the tops of my cheekbones for a more natural glowy look. And now I'm setting my face with my Maybelline Master Fix. For lips, I'm using my Colourpop Lippy Pencil. This is in the shade Lumiere. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips as well as fill them in. And right on top, I'm gonna put Colourpop Fairy Floss. And that completes look number 2. All right, you guys, and that completes this Valentine's Day inspired video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss any future videos of mine, and I will see you next time. I hit pan. You're gonna make me sad.